Welcome to Debbie Live, and I'm Omuti Derek.
And I'm Debbie Kiboma.
And Madeline.
This is Dr. Vyas.
All right, now we're going to discuss about Christmas and what everyone has our take on Christmas. To my first questions to my lovely people on the set.
Before your first question,
Yes.
It's Christmas, so you should be happy.
Yeah, I'm happy.
You should
Everyone
be
can say I'm
Everyone should
happy.
be happy. You should be happy.
Actually, I'm very happy.
Okay.
Now, I want to really understand what is Christmas to you? Anyone can answer that question. What is Christmas to you?
Oh God, the question is a little bit hard, but okay. To me, Christmas is some kind of a celebration, like a celebration we always have once a year to celebrate, like
The birth of
the birth of Jesus Christ. And some of us, like the year sometimes it's a little bit challenging. It's hectic, sometimes it's a good year, so we have to sum it up all having a celebration in hand with the birth of Jesus. So
Okay, as for me,
Yes.
this is a day when we celebrate as Christians. We celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. And this day is a day when we Christians, we set this day aside so that we can share whatever we have, even if it means a little bit with those that don't have out here. So this is a day when Christians are happy. We celebrate, we share, we don't go to work, something like that. We make mandazis, chapati,
food.
and this is a day when some of us, when we grew up, this is the only day in the whole year. This is the only day that we made chapatis on mandazis.
When you were
on
growing up.
yes.
Yes. That time.
Yeah. I cannot exactly say in the terms of Christmas because I'm a Hindu.
Yes.
Having said that, yes, I did celebrate Christmas with some of my friends who are Christians.
Actually, you are now.
Having said that, I can relate Christmas to my other holiday, that is Diwali, which is the biggest festival in India.
Okay.
So Diwali generally means, even from childhood, memories of mine, not only for me, anybody. Usually the Diwali means the sound Diwali itself brings us a lot of happiness, joy. So my philosophical understanding of any holiday for that sake is just shut up and enjoy. That's what I think our ancestors has. I mean, at least see, in life you will have ups and downs,
Yes.
but once in a while you need a vent out of those things and just be happy for the sake of being it.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I think I can relate at that level, maybe.
Yes.
Now, when you were growing up, you could find like once a year, we could be bought new clothes, make some mandazis, chapatis, tortillas, and all those. Then you find yourself like as you have grown, then things have changed. What can you tell me the difference between what you knew then? For Hindus, it's Diwali, and for Christians, it's Christmas. So, what is the difference between those two? Because growing up, you have the fun and all that, and these days, when you're a grown up, you don't see or if you see the same meaning as you used to as a child, you can share it out. So, what is the difference?
Okay. Well, as for me, I can say there's a very big difference. Like, as I was growing up, there was these things of family gathering, kids, especially a new clothes. But you have a new clothes, you're just happy playing with other kids, eating, having fun. But recently, we don't have that. Like, nowadays, it's just you. Sometimes you and your family, sometimes you alone. Like, as for now, we are here.
Yeah, true.
For now, we
At
are
least
here.
what I understand is that, for example, like compared to like recently, like in November we celebrated Diwali. So what I perceived is that when I was a kid, there was a lot of anticipation before the festival.
Yes.
At least from 1 month before the festival itself, we all
People are
kids
excited.
used to, we were very much excited.
Yeah.
We all kids, we used to get together and we used to make plans for a lot of plans actually.
Yes.
And especially Diwali is a festival of lights,
Yeah.
and it is better known for actually fireworks.
Oh.
So as a kid, I was very much excited about fireworks. Even now, I'm actually excited about fireworks. But the excitement was too much.
It was too much with you,
Yeah. So we used to make so many plans.
Yes.
We used to make so many plans for improvising the fireworks that were brought by parents.
Yes.
Instead of blasting them one way, we think of many other ways of blasting them.
Yeah.
Okay, all kinds of crazy stuff we used to think, and we used to plan, and the excitement used to start at least 1 month before the festival. But as I grew old, that excitement and that what we call the zeal, or even the what we I am not getting the right word to describe it actually. That of course festival excitement was
Yes,
there. Even this year we had fireworks.
Yes.
Fortunately, we got some from Ismo, and we did use fireworks. But that excitement was not there.
It was slow.
Yeah. I mean, as I grew old, that slowly died down. But for my daughter, it's not like that. So like in my daughter, I had seen my own reflection.
Yes.
She was so excited. She had flew all the way from India to celebrate Diwali.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
sometimes
can see.
let's say it's transition.
Mhm.
Yeah, transition makes things change.
The
Like-
anticipation is lost.
Yeah.
That's the word.
But again, you find that kids of today are not as fun waiting for like
Christmas.
for Christmas like the way we used to.
Do you
Like,
know
they're,
why?
they're different.
Technology has actually changed them.
And you
Okay,
know,
us. Technology has
has
changed
changed
us.
us.
Like for now, let's say someone, like there's a family, like the parents are busy working. Even today, you'll find them busy on phones, and the kids will be there in their rooms playing video games. But for us, before those things were invented, we usually had fun playing.
But
gathering.
again, you used to wait for Christmas so that you can be bought clothes.
Yeah,
Right
I
now,
know.
you can buy clothes anytime. You can eat mandazi or
Anytime.
chapati
How you
every day.
feel it?
So that Christmas in me doesn't make me happy. But back in the village, I remember days before Christmas, the old men and women used to make alcohol. So people used to make alcohol. They slaughter a goat. They come together. Yeah, the traditional way.
Busa.
And then the day before, like on 24th, which was yesterday, children could scream. And they could scream at night. Oh, you remember?
And by then we have this corona thing has
Yeah.
changed everything. People are afraid of traveling, going back to that.
One
their
more,
homes
one
and
more
country.
remarkable thing what I observed was that I don't know about Kenyan culture, but as far as Indian culture is concerned, uh, uh, what you call combined families were a norm. At least when I was a kid.
Yes.
So we had a combined family in the sense everybody lived in their houses, but at least during festivities we all gathered at my grandparents' house. You see, my uncle's children, my brothers and sister, and even my aunt in a sense, my father's sister's children. My father had two sisters. So all those people, we all gathered. I think we were a bunch of 16 children, and and it was as long as as long as my grandfather was alive. At least when that's just before I finished my medicine, studying medicine. At least for if not every Diwali. Initially, it was at least for till I was 15 years old. Every Diwali, we used to gather together. It was like my grandfather's dictum that Diwali, all
It's
my
for the
grandchildren
family.
should be there with me. Okay,
Yes.
and actually, I sometimes I can't even imagine how all of us we fit into that house. It's not a small house, but at least not very big house that it can put some 4 or 5 families together. But we adjusted. We were all together. My grandfather used to buy crackers for everybody, all his grandchildren, all 16 of us, and each one of them used to give equal amounts. So we used to get them packed, individually, so that nobody will fight over each other. But still, we used to fight. Okay, but that combined family thing, it lost actually gradually. Now it is more of a nuclear family, is more of a norm in India. So this Christmas I celebrated here with my colleagues instead of being with
Your
maybe with my
family.
brother's family
Yeah.
or my sister's family, and they also have children. Actually, had we gotten together, it would have been much better. But thing is that now, of course, I'm in a different country. My brother is in a different country. My sister is in a different country.
Yeah.
That's one of the factors. But then again, had we made an effort, probably it would have been possible. But then again, this Corona thing ruined everything.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true. Yeah, talking of Corona, people are expected to have a good Christmas, but considering the 2 years, the 2020 and 2021, as you can see today, people are gloomy. If you walk in town, you can't find people celebrating the Christmas.
Yeah.
It's kind of gloomy, and people have lost their loved ones. People have suffered a lot. So, in regard to that, what can we do as a society in order to
I think
make
we
it?
need one more year for
Yeah.
this Corona nuisance to stop.
Yes.
Second thing is that people should also be aware that I don't know. I mean, at least nowadays people are coming out for getting vaccinated. But at least 3 months back, if I see, even in my own hospital, my own nurses, they were not vaccinated. So unless people feel that it is their duty to get vaccinated. See, thing is that you are not spending any money also there actually. Government is providing free supply.
Yeah.
Many times these people say that AstraZeneca can cause side effects. Bloody people, I have seen people getting Johnson's recently as some 2 3 days back. Johnson's has more side effects than AstraZeneca. I was actually injected with AstraZeneca twice. Nothing happened to me. And these stupid logics, this stupid ideology has to go away. Okay, the chance of getting side effects by AstraZeneca vaccine is lower than you getting hit by a bus when you are walking on the road.
Wow.
People don't realize that. Okay, people do walk in all kinds of ways on the road.
Yeah.
I see people, very stupid people walking in the middle of the road.
And then drinking,
And,
their whole.
even this, boda guys driving so rash. When they can do that, getting vaccination is not, it's not very.
As dangerous as that.
Yeah, it's not dangerous. Okay, and unless more than half the population of the globe, that is, the population of the globe is around 7.7 billion now. If unless 4 billion people are vaccinated, corona nuisance will not go away. It's as simple as that.
No, there is a note that when you get vaccinated, you have a lifespan of 6 years.
No. It's not. Nothing is like that. You see, I am telling you, I have taken even the booster dose. I've taken the first two vaccines, and after 3 months, I have taken the booster dose also. Nothing happened to me. Not even fever. Okay, and that is the truth with most of the people. Very few people develop fevers, and very negligible percent of the people who have predisposition to thrombi formation, they will have some serious side effects. But again, they are treatable. Most of them are treatable.
Okay, let's say the vaccination thing is how your body reacts to the vaccine, right? Yeah, because some it won't react and some it will.
So it will react, but it's okay. Most of the reactions are self-limited. Like again, suffering from flu. How many times you have suffered from flu in the life?
Countless.
So many times.
It's as simple as that.
So we are like 5 days away from New Year's Eve,
Yeah.
and we want to, like the question asked, how can you make a change to someone's life for them to be happy? This celebration month has been glowing and everything. So
Yes.
what can you do as a person to help
Yes.
another person be happy, at least appreciate the end of the year with something good, despite all the pandemic issues and other life challenges that incurred in regard to all those circumstances?
Yeah, I would say Corona is like Grinch, which stole the Christmas for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
See, so to throw the Grinch away, the only thing is to get vaccinated. So we have to educate our people, okay? So that see, for example, it's not a big deal. You see, even the whole country can get vaccinated. You see, for example, India. India is not a very rich country. At least it is aspiring to be. But there's lot of poor people in India.
Yeah.
But as of now, 95 million people are already vaccinated in India.
Okay.
Okay, at least they got first vaccine. So want to compare that to the population of Kenya? It's got 50 million. So
we are 30.
no, 50 million.
We're 50.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
I know better than you, man.
You have
No, actually, the last time I checked the census, we were 30 million, like literally 30 million.
No.
If it has increased with 20 million, then
That was 209.
Wow.
Actually, it is not 90 million, it's 900 million in India. 900 million people are vaccinated in India.
So
wait,
that's
how
it.
many? What is the population
Population
count?
of India is almost 1.5 billion.
Whoa.
1.5
It's like the
billion.
whole
Yeah.
of Africa.
Compared to Kenya, Kenya, we are
We are just like
50 million.
And not
It's
even half
50
population
million.
is
We are
actually
not even
vaccinated.
half of your population, that is.
Not even a quarter.
not even
Not
a
even
Wow.
There are so many.
So there should be concerted efforts, you see. Of course, I mean, vaccine procurement is difficult thing in Kenya, but then again, government is providing free vaccine. I have taken the free vaccine. I'm not saying that I paid for the vaccine. I took the government supply vaccine, and government is giving. I don't know why people are hesitant to get the vaccine. You want to celebrate Christmas? Vaccinate as many people as possible next year.
Alright.
Okay, like as for me, I'll answer that question in form of a question. It's about the vaccination thing. There are so many myths about the vaccination thing. So, like the first one goes to the youth. Like if you get vaccinated, you want to get back. There is, I mean, it's an ideology that will be barren.
Who get that?
We don't know.
Social media.
Social media has it all. So
See, I'm telling you again, 900 million people vaccinated in India. Tell me how many died with vaccine.
okay, we have none who died, but there is this ideology.
So that's myth is a
barrenness is that
See,
different.
myth is always a myth.
Yeah,
For me, I want to do that medical to make an whole cheer. We need to share the little bit things that we have.
Yeah.
May it be knowledge as Dr. and USA.
Yeah.
May it be material wise. At least that will improve the life or the fun, the cheer for someone else. You understand? It will be okay if you find someone who is not happy or doesn't have a clothes or even food. You just buy them. It doesn't cost much.
Yeah.
100 bob, someone will appreciate that. You can buy someone fruits and everything and take to them. The ones in hospital, so you can actually at least buy some fruits from town and bring them to the hospital.
Yes.
They will appreciate that. About Christmas and all that. So I was thinking a question. What can we do as Christians to, like, most people don't regard Christmas as a celebration per se, like it's a birthday for Jesus as we
okay,
do.
like
Most
they
of them
take
get
it
it.
as a normal day of the
Yeah,
calendar.
yeah. Is there anything we can do to change it, or we just think Christmas as a holiday and have fun as it comes and leave it at that?
See, you don't need a reason to celebrate. It's as simple as that. Okay. So, the reason why festivals are a norm in any culture, in any society, is to just shut up and enjoy. Okay,
Yeah.
because you
Have
need
fun.
some days like that.
Yes.
Because even if it is the richest person on the surface of the earth, he will have some kind of headaches,
Yes.
okay,
Yeah.
which will really shake him up. And life is nothing but a amalgamation of both happiness and sorrow. You see,
Yeah.
so in this routine life, we need some days to vent out, some days to relax. That's why the festivals were created. And second thing is that any festival you see, it is like good over evil. You see, that's the main motive. You take any festival. To take it to a philosophical level, I say it is the triumph of knowledge over ignorance. Okay, according to Hindu scriptures, ignorance is nothing but hell. Knowledge is the heaven. Okay, because knowledge is what makes you happy.
Yes.
Even if you take the Corona analogy, the myths are nothing but ignorance.
Yeah.
Okay, people who are vaccinated, they are happy. They are tend to be more happy than people who are not vaccinated, because people who are not vaccinated, they will certainly get disease. One, okay.
To wind up, you can share with the audience whatever thing you think about Christmas. At least for me, to start with, Christmas used to be fun and all that because I grew up in the village and I understand how boys can be
Naughty.
naughty and everything, waiting for Christmas. You can understand how we could play. Actually, I remember once, my mom bought some shorts. Actually, I love shorts. So my mom bought shorts for every one of us. Actually, my sisters were bought for these top sweaters and sweatpants, all the same colors. And then my brother had a short, a cream one, and a white T-shirt. So reaching on my part, I never got anything. So I stayed gloomy the whole week. Actually, it was a week to Christmas. So I was staying gloomy the whole week. I had made plans with my friends. New Reebok shoes, a short, and a good T-shirt. We take a walk. Actually, we used to walk for a long distance, just for that day. We walk, and our parents knew every Christmas, boys would go out and walk and come back at night. Inconsiderate of how young we were. They give you, they pack you something, and you walk
go for
with your friends. They give you 5 bob, it's enough for your pocket. You just get 5 bob in your pocket, they're very happy actually. You're having fun. So when it got to Christmas, my mom called me to the room and said, in Kikisi, Ireyo, Oveke. So me opening that package, I thought it was an all, because it looked like something I've used before. So when I opened it up, then I found it was a trouser. I was very happy. I was actually very happy. And that Christmas was actually fun for me. But subsequent ones, when I grew up and everything, and people, like most of my friends from my village had gone out and gone to seek for greener pastures and all that, then Christmas started losing meaning. Because there was that closeness to the people that you grew up with and the connectivity and all the fun. You guys, the commonness of you people being friends and understanding what you come from and how where you headed to, and the fun. That we should remind each other and actually try to celebrate more and have fun, because life can be gloomy most of the time, but at least once in a while, let's be happy. Yeah, let's be happy.
Okay. I remember the same way you said. My dad, we were 4 girls, and my dad used to buy us clothes once a year, good clothes during Christmas.
They look the same.
Yes.
Like my dad used to say, buy us the ones with that stripe, big boss, all the way down.
And this is the time we used to live in Kisitown. This is the time we used to move to our country and meet our cousins, celebrate with our grandpas. Yes. So we were happy. It's not happening right now because we are used to those things. We are used to buying clothes every day. We don't go up to our country. We don't like going back to our country right now. And then the corona thing has changed everything. So I'm urging everyone outside here listening to me, this is the time that you're supposed to be happy, share with your friends. You can even visit children's home, anywhere. You can go to hospitals, help those that have been there for so long. This is the time that you're supposed to be happy. Yes. Anyway, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Like, as for me, I can also say, this is the time we actually really need to celebrate. Like, for my case, I was usually happy when my mom would say that we are going up country to see my grandmother and celebrate the Christmas there. Like, it was fun. Imagine in a new cloth and you're going to see your grandmother, your cousins, like a whole year you've not seen them. You're going back there to see them. Like, it was really fun. But there's this thing that has changed it. Let's say if this person who used to initiate this celebration thing, this Christmas thing, dies, like the whole thing dies, the people remaining there sometimes
don't have the same cheer that the person used to have.
Like it seems like the person dies and dies with
the fun.
Celebration thing, the fun thing. So
it happens actually. You find like there was that one person who held the family together. So when that person dies or leaves,
you don't usually follow the steps.
The culture of it all dies with the person.
And the people remaining there, let's say, like this urbanization thing, people just leave to the
urban centers and the towns.
So and those who remain there, they have no reason to celebrate. So I think that thing should come back. We should revive it actually. It was fun.
The people who are remaining behind should actually
the
celebration.
The celebration thing.
Yes, and also have some fun also without actually waiting for another person to come and create some cheer for them.
The Christmas day, it helps us know those cousins we never knew. There are those people we don't know actually, like completely. But with the Christmas thing, when you meet,
You say you meet your cousin whom you have never seen
Yeah,
for
you
the
need
rest of
to.
your
Yeah.
for the entirety of your life.
Yeah.
So Natalie, tell us
Yes.
about your part.
Uh, Actually, you people have already summed up what I wanted to talk. So I'll tell as a doctor.
Okay.
So the Grinch of Corona has stolen Christmas.
Mhm.
So let us bring the Christmas back.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank
but for
you.
now we
Yeah.
take it as a sacrifice, and
Yes.
when everything will just be okay, we'll get back to what we used to. Yeah.
Okay, guys, thank you so much. This comes to an end of our show. I'm wishing you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy Prosperous New Year 2022. If you are a returning subscriber, please, thank you so much. Subscribe, share, like, and leave a comment. Adios.
Thank you.
Cheers.